Hey there, I'm Koumori. One thing you must know is that I've been obsessed with Pokémon ever since I was little. The games, the anime, the cards, you name it. So, younger me, wielding a pencil and sketchbook in hand, decided to create my own fake Pokémon designs with my minimal art skills. Albeit, it was years ago when I made these sketches, but now that I'm older and more knowledgeable with art and design, I wanted to take a few of these fake Pokemon concepts and reimagine them in my current style. Of course, I kept the main idea of the Pokemon the same, but changed some aspects to make them more unique. Logically, I want to begin with my starter trio. While there is some individuality from each of these starters, the designs I had made for them were a bit bland and very obviously heavily inspired by pre-existing Pokemon. So, after some research and brainstorming, I came up with some new ideas to make them much more memorable. Before we get started, if you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to like and subscribe. That way I know whether I should make more of these videos in the future. So, without further ado, let's jump into the redesign. Let's start off with the grass type starter. My original design is named Flow Deer, which seems to be just a deer with some flowers tacked onto its back. I wasn't exactly the most creative with this one. Plus, Deerling exists already, which honestly has a better design than Floatier, and that's really saying something. You can also see that I had some kind of turtle for the first design, but then horribly erased it, which I think is pretty funny. For the redesign, the species will be the same, but I want to give it some type of defining trait that makes it stand out. I did some research on deer species when it hit me. Why should it be a type of deer when it could be something related to deer? If you aren't interested in cryptids and mythological beasts, then the term Wendigo probably isn't familiar to you. A Wendigo is a creature originating from Native American folklore, often depicted as a deer-like beast with decaying skin, wearing the remains of its prey on its body. Pretty spooky, huh? Don't worry, I'll let you know how that relates to this in a second. That led to the creation of Anfern, a combination of antler and fern. It has a wooden mass it uses to hide its appearance, kind of like the deer skulls that Wendigo are often seen wearing. It can be relatively shy and stubborn, but rarely a close bond can be made between it and its trainer. Its bud-like tail will bloom when feeling intense emotions such as fear or excitement. Moving on, we have the water starter. I had settled on a manta ray because I love how majestic and playful they can be. There are many instances where manta rays have been portrayed as quite mystical and spiritual creatures, and I want to incorporate those things in my redesign. My original design is named, Mantiqua, a combination of what I believe is manta ray and aqua, which can be a little wordy. I feel like there's nothing much to this design that makes it different from a real-life manta ray, which wouldn't have been too much of a bad thing if we didn't already have Mantike. So, time to make it more original. During my brainstorming, I found out that some species of manta ray have skin that reflects light, which is pretty cool. So instead, why not we create one that emits it? My idea was to create a bioluminescent manta ray Pokemon with the power to reflect blinding light as an attack. The wavy streaks are inspired by varying patterns of manta rays, but it could also symbolize waves on a beach. With that, meet Lumaray, a combination of illuminate and ray for manta ray, but it could also mean rays of light. They inhabit Pacific waters and come out almost exclusively at night. Although they are very rare, lumerae are known for being great guides for sailors, as their bright lights help people find their way in the dark ocean. This one was the most fun to redesign, and deciding on its color palette and its patterns made it a little difficult, but worthwhile. Lastly, we have the fire starter. You know how parents have a forbidden rule about picking a favorite child? Well, I didn't, because this one was definitely my favorite out of the three as a kid. Bats are my favorite animal, so I gave fire, the coolest type, in my younger self's opinion, slapped it onto a bat, and named it Flamabat? Flamabat. Not really sure what I was going for with the name. Yeah, let's change this one up just a bit. For the design, I wanted to make it unique from pre-existing fire starters. I kept the flame on its head and added horns to its nose to represent all the quirky noses that bats have. I mean, look at these guys and their funky noses. What's not to love? Anyways, the other aspect I wanted to incorporate was sound. Bats are known for being heavily related to sound, since they're echolocators. So what was the first thing I thought of with the combination of fire and sound? Fireworks. Does it make a whole lot of sense? Not really. Is it cool? Definitely. So I made its wings and fur resemble the crackling fire of fireworks, with sharp edges and bright yellows. With a further ado, meet Embat, a combination of the words ember and bat. These Pokémon use cries resembling the crackling of fire to find their way through dark caves and night skies. They can also make louder screeches to ward off intimidating foes. The blaze from their heads attracts many bug Pokémon, making it easy for them to hunt prey. They are rambunctious and energetic, and it's difficult to keep them still for long, but they make great companions. And there we have it. I'm really happy with how each one turned out, and I feel like I really improved them from their first designs. Each one feels unique and fresh, and it feels good to bring back a fond childhood memory of mine. If you like this video, then let me know if I should make this into a series. This sketchbook is full of fake Pokemon designs that I haven't even looked at in years, and it's been a lot of fun making them feel brand new. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!